Hey guys, if you like the content, please be sure to like the videos and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Quick reminder to check out this week's Mortar Pod, our video podcast, and also check out this week's SeemsGoodMagic card giveaway. Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing an 8-4 Theros block draft. I made it to the finals of the last 8-4, so as per my own arbitrary rules, I am doing another 8-4. And we open Silence the Believers, which is an excellent, excellent card to open. This is the third one I've opened in these 20 online drafts I've posted, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's a great, just a fantastic rare. One of the few ways in the full block to actually get rid of auras attached to a creature as well as destroy the creature, so punishes them so much for bestowing multiple times on a target. And in addition to that, it's instant speed as well as having strive to hit multiple targets. There's actually just absolutely nothing wrong with this card in any way, shape, or form. It also exiles creature as well. So just so many upsides. A couple other good cards in here too. Consigned to Dust, Armament of Nyx, Flurry of Horns. Nothing even close to the same level as Silence the Believers. Okay, ooh. Well, that's a pretty good follow-up when you first pick a Silence the Believers, but then that's immediately taking me down the blue-black path again. It might be okay anyway. I could just take Battlefield Thaumaturge. There's also Sigiled Starfish, though, which is a little less combo-y. But still amazingly good. Scrying every turn is a real game changer. A lot of the time. Crystalline Nautilus is fantastic as well. I really like how this card has been playing. I mean, Thaumaturge is clearly the most interesting pick. It also gains hexproof if you target it. It's a bear at worst. I think we'll take it. It's interesting. I haven't gotten a chance to play with it yet, and it just works so well with the Silence the Believers. How can I resist? Okay. Now we've got Rise of Eagles, Font of Return, or Font of Fortune, excuse me. Font of Return as well, Sightless Brawler, Stormchaser Chimera. I very much like Sightless Brawler. I think that's a great card. Golden Hind is very good. I'm comfortable taking the Font of Fortune. I'd also be comfortable, I guess, with Blade Tusk Boar. It's a good card. Black-White has worked for me, so I could see the Bestow guy being the pick. I mean, Font of Fortunes is fine, though. Gives you Constellation, as well as acts as a little divination stick. A little one-time use divination. It's not the best card in the pack. Best card's got to be the Chimera or the Brawler. I think we're going to go with the Font of Fortunes. I'm okay with that. I like getting card draw. This one's pretty good. Okay. Now we can do Pharika's Chosen or Doctor Mystic. I've played the Doctor Mystic, and I like this card. I think this card's cool. It's actually a very interesting looter effect, in my opinion. Aerial Formation, also very good, especially since we have the Thaumaturge. You could see the argument for that. I think I'm going to take the Mystic, though, over the Chosen. Swarmbarn Giant is also insane. Very much like that card. But I'm on board with Mystic. I like it. It's a good one-drop. Let's take it. Alright, now we've got Cruel Feeding, which is going to work well with the Thaumaturge. Phalanx Formation, though. That'd also be good, but it's blue, I guess. Triton Cavalry is cool. Bouncing Enchantments can be good. I take it the Cavalry's probably a better spell than the Cruel Feeding, but I haven't played against much of the Cavalry. Let's take the Cruel Feeding because it works well with the Thaumaturge, and I like getting the lifelink as well as getting some heroic targeting stuff. I think this thing, it's fine. It's just not terribly exciting and not as synergistic with our deck as the Cruel Feeding is. Okay, now we can take Unblockable Dude or Cloaked Siren or Font of Fortunes number 2. I think we're going to go with the Cloaked Siren. I like this card a lot. This card played better than I initially thought it would. I still don't like it as much as Nephalia Sea Kite, but I still like it. It's almost like a blue instant speed removal spell for creatures with 3 toughness or less. Okay. Wow, some pretty good choices here actually. So if we take the Riptide Chimera, currently can only bounce itself or Font of Fortunes, which doesn't seem all that good. Alternatively, there's also Thoughtrender Lamia, which is good, definitely good. And I've played it a couple times now, and I'm always happy with it. Never been a time I'm unhappy with that card. I do think Silence of the Believers is good enough where I almost want to force black. I really do think this card is that strong. Let's go with the Riptide Chimera, though. I could get the Strive cards, but this guy's potentially real good if I get just a few enchantments. Okay, nothing on color with us really beyond the Octopus, but it's just not a super exciting card. 2 of them, by the way. Ox is kind of cool. This card's actually really good. I feel like this card's a game changer. Mastiff's very good too. Let's hate the Blinding Flare. This card's like, I feel like you can just get blown out by that. Okay, now we have, I guess, Deserter's Quarters. It's gonna work here. Return Revelers on color, technically, but not super exciting. Let's take the Quarters. I've played it to positive effect before. Geez, some late red burn. Let's take the Aerial Formation because of the Thaumaturge. Make it a bit cheaper. I like that. Alright, Tabled Rise of Eagles. That's a good sign for blue. Harvest Guard's also good. Couple other decent cards, but yeah, let's take the Rise of Eagles. I'm happy with that. Pretty good white cards. I mean, it's possible I could play Font of Return. Let's cut black for now. Take it. Continue to cut black, although admittedly not very strong cards. But playable. Okay. So, pack 1. Still, I do keep playing blue-black, I admit, but how could I resist Silence the Believers into Battlefield Thaumaturge? Alright, pack 2, and doesn't look like we get a super exciting pick here. We can go for the Flyer, but I guess I'm just going to go for the Nyxborn Eidolon because it's a bear that doubles as a pump spell. So I guess that's justification enough for me. There's also Divination in here, but we have the font already, so probably not necessary. Best cards in the pack, obviously the Wild Ravager is a beast. Skirmishers, Sun Guide are good. Glimpse is very good. Springleaf Drum is cool, but not really feeling it. Yeah, let's just take the Eidolon. I'm fine with that. Not an exciting first pick, but certainly playable. Okay, I guess we can take Spiteful Return now. It's also Crypsis. Let me read how this... For each creature it targets. Jeez. So if I have pump spells, it's going to be a lot better. Like this would cost 1. That's kind of cool. Yeah, gotta go with the Spiteful Return. It's just too versatile to pass up. Too cool. Too cool for school. I love this card. And it's another enchantment to bounce with Riptide Chimera. I didn't even mention that with Eidolon. That's an actual relevant aspect of this card. Let's take the Spiteful Return pretty happily. Okay, wow, that's a bolt. We're going to take Sudden Storm because I am in love with this card. Such a game changer. So powerful. Not much else to say. Other powerful cards in here. I've ran Noble Quarry early on and I very much liked it. Bolt of Keranos is good. Drown in Sorrow, of course. Hypnotist's playable. Aspect is as well. Nothing else terribly exciting in here. Sudden Storm, it is. Okay, choices. Siren and the Silent Song, I think we gotta go with that one. but there's also another Eidolon, a Servant, Necrobite, Whelming Wave. Whelming Wave, not terribly exciting in here. Yeah, I don't think we have any of the creature types that match up with it. But Siren is on color and very, very good, so I'll happily take that. Why don't we hide the Hulk now? I'd prefer to not play that Hulk smash. Let's get rid of Font of Returns. Oh, here's an Asphyxiate. There's also a Nyxborn Triton, though. Triton works better with the Riptide Chimera. It also is a creature that doubles. It's good. It is good. It's Bestow versus a removal spell right now. Nyxborn Triton is one of my favorite ones. Currently my removal is a couple combat tricks, Silence the Believers, and Sudden Storm. I guess we gotta go with Asphyxiate. I do love Nyxborn Triton, but I'm gonna go with the removal. Not thrilled about it. I wanted both those cards pretty bad, but I'm not upset with getting Asphyxiate either. Alright, Servant here seems perfectly fine. Necrobite is still good with the Thaumaturge, but I like the Servant. Good ground blocker, good attacker, good card. Okay, Sanguimancy, haven't played it, seems expensive. Forsaken Drifters I've played, and I think this card's actually decent. Certainly better than War Chanter, just because it's cheaper and trades up. Guess we'll take it. Prefer to not play it, but I will if we have to. A second one? I prefer to not, but there's nothing else super exciting in here anyway to hate, so I guess we'll take it. Okay, I think we'll take the Disciple over the Springleaf Drum. The drum is cool with Servant, Siren, and that's about it, but Sphinx's Disciple is certainly playable. It flies, it nets cards. Okay, do we have enough black to support Marshmist Titan? I don't think I want the Floodtide Serpent, mostly because we already have Riptide Chimera, so I don't need to bounce all of my enchantments. Titan seems like it's, maybe not. Currently not super playable in here. I guess the Serpent's a decent blocker too. Let's bank on getting more black out of the third pack maybe. Okay, Brawler, not super exciting, especially considering there's no other Minotaurs in here. Claim, also not terribly exciting, although good with Siren and good with Servant. Let's take it. I never play it, but I could try it one of these days. Alright, happily taken and playing Necrobite. I love this card. This is very good combat trick. Alright, let's hate the Mortal's Resolve, because that is a good card. Sun Chaser, why not? Take it, I guess. Not really intimidated by it, though. So, cards I would prefer to not main deck are Deserter's Quarters, the Drifters. That's about it. Everything else seems fine. So, those are the upgrades I'm working for. I think the first cut's going to be the Quarters. Not because it's bad necessarily, but we're just in colors that can usually deal with that sort of stuff. Not super thrilled with the Marauders. We just don't quite look like the kind of deck that'll benefit the most from it. I'd like some more hard removal. That'll make that Thaumaturge a lot more valuable. Phalanx is good, but I think we're just going to take the Cure and hope to table the return Phalanx, which is possible. Ooh, that's a big fat dude. Yeah, we're going to slam Shipbreaker. Oh, God, and it's in the same pack as Gray Merchant, Sip, and Cavern Lamphead. That's tough. Well, I guess that's just too bad, because we're going to take Shipbreaker. It's just too much of a big old threat to... I mean, that's just such a game changer. Tap 4 dudes and they don't untap. That's too good. I gotta take it. But yeah, passing Sip and Cavern Lampet and Gray Merchant. I mean, think about it. With Thaumaters, you can cast Sip for 5. That's sweet. Jeez. I'd love it, but gotta take the Kraken. Too big. Too big. Too much of a threat. Alright, Shipwreck Singer. Very good card. I'll happily take it. A couple other... The uncommons in this pack are all the multicolor ones. All the multicolor good ones. Crackling Triton in here. Not super excited by that. Nothing else in here, really, for us. Alright. I love me some Sealock Monster. It's a very good finisher. Let's cut the quarters. Let's cut the drifters now. Probably the Titan too at this point. This is 21 with 11 creatures. Yeah, let's take the Sealock Monster. I can get behind that. Claim of Erebus. Probably going to get the axe at some point too, I guess, if I have my way. Okay, Omen Speaker. Fantastic. Happily pick that up. Nothing else terribly exciting in here. Flamespeaker Adept is a very good card. Agent of Horizons is good. Nothing else super good in here. Omen Speaker's great for us though. I love the turn 2 scry with a good blocker. Very good. Alright, next we've got Fleshmad Steed, Gainsay. Well, I guess we could take the Steed. I'm not super excited by it, but it's always a playable bear, and we're a little bit short on creatures, so I guess I can do it. It's either that or Lost in a Labyrinth, but I can go for the creature. But it would probably be the first cut if I can find a suitable upgrade. I think here we're just going to hate something. Scholar is usually just a devastating card. I have a couple ways to kill it, but I'm going to get rid of it. Hoplight's also good, but we have some 2-drops we can at least block it with. Scholar gets to just sit back and take the game over, so let's cut him. Triton, take it. I'd probably play it over the Steed. I'd rather have the extra mana, 3 toughness, I think. 2 3s for 3 are typically better than 2 2s for 2, unless you're playing a beatdown deck, which we are not. We are not a beatdown deck. We are more of a win in the late game sort of thing. Alright, here I could take the Guardians for sideboard for more stuff to block with. I guess I can get behind that. I'd still rather play the Triton over it main deck, because this thing can actually beat in. Fate Foretold's a great one to table. I think I'd play that over the Centaur, so yeah, let's take the Fate Foretold. Do I have a way to put it in here? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not playing it. But it is a good card. I don't think we got any heroic, did we? Guess Shredding Winds is pretty good against us. We have a pretty fair amount of flyers, but Last Breath is also very good against most of the same stuff, so I guess we'll take Last Breath. Thassa's Bounty, not likely to play that, so I guess we'll hate the Acolyte. Priest will hate it, whatever. Haven't seen that card played in a while, but alright, take the rare. Alright, well, this is our deck right here. How many enchantments did we end up getting? Oh yeah, no, that's right. For Riptide Chimera, Fate Foretold would be very synergistic, so I may find a way to fit that card in here if I can. But we may not have that luxury, I don't know yet. I could play it over the font, to be perfectly honest. Fate Foretold is just constant net cards. Yeah, actually I think I will. I'm going to do the Fate Foretold over the Font of Fortunes. They both fill essentially the same role, whereas Fate Foretold works better with Riptide Chimera. Alright. Let's put in the good stuff. Nope. That guy doesn't qualify. Alright, it's 22. We've got these two as well. Wait a second. I put an extra card in there. Let's see here. Rise of Eagles counts as a creature too, which is nice. So wait, what was the extra creature I put in? Now I can't figure it out. Or was it an extra card down here, maybe? I swapped the Font of Fortunes for the Fate Foretold. That was right. Still want these dudes because we've got the Thaumaturge. Currently Thaumaturge, how good is it in our deck? This, it makes Sudden Storm cost 2. Whoa, that is insane. And then Silence the Believers is going to cost a lot less too. That's cool. Asphyxiate only costs 2. Necrobite only costs 2. That's cool. I do like this card. It's very interesting. Alright, well, maybe we're cutting the Triton main deck. It's the least exciting. I still want to do 17 lands. I've got to get to 8. I want to hit my land drops. I don't want to lose to mana issues. Decent creature distribution. Pretty good curve. We got a definite good amount of 2-drops. Let's do an enchantment count quick for Riptide Chimera. Currently have 1, 2, 3, but we shouldn't count itself. So 3. 3? No way. 4 including itself? Jeez. Well, that's pretty low. It's pretty low. I guess technically I could cut one of these for Font of Fortunes. I do like having multiple Strive, though, in a deck with Thaumaturge. It just makes it seem so much better. And Aerial Formation is such a game breaker late game when you're targeting like 3 dudes and making them all cheaper. Yeah, I mean, yeah. We got to play the Strive cards with Thaumaturge. It's too good to pass up. I think we're just going to play Chimera. See, this card's still fine as like a 3-mana, 3/4 blocker for a turn. Or if you have the luxury, draw an extra card every turn, you know, and then you get to swing in and stuff. So, all right. I can still get behind it. Even though we have a super low enchantment count, I can still get behind Riptide Chimera. Anything else? Anything else to note for this deck? Our removal is pretty good. Our creatures are pretty good. I like our finishers. Yeah, this deck's satisfactory. Let's do our land base. So we're more blue than black, but it's close. They say 9/8. I think I can agree with that. Looks like we need more black early, though. But certainly need more blue late. Yeah, well, I guess all the black we need is... Okay, I think I'm actually going to do it the other way around. It seemed right because there's more blue sources, but we need the black sources earlier. And Asphyxiate, there's just times where basically you want to be able to cast Asphyxiate right at on turn 3 because it's a bit more of a narrow removal spell, so you got to be conscious of that. Other than that, I like it. I dig it. Let's give this deck a try. I'll see you round 1.